Have you ever had one of those days at work where everything seems perfectly normal until suddenly it isn't? Today, I'm sharing a story that changed how an entire company thinks about workplace safety and communication. This is about Sarah Chen, a marketing manager at a mid-sized tech company, and a day that nobody saw coming. Sarah had been working at Digital Innovations, Inc. for 3 years. She was known for her creativity, dedication, and her habit of arriving at the office early to get a head start on her projects. The company occupied the 5th floor of a downtown office building, and Sarah loved the view from her desk overlooking the city. On this particular Tuesday morning in March, Sarah arrived at 7:30 a.m., a full hour before most of her colleagues. She grabbed her coffee from the break room and settled into her workspace, ready to finalize a presentation for an important client meeting scheduled for later that day. Around 8:15 a.m., Sarah noticed something odd. The ceiling tiles near the conference room started showing small water stains. She walked over to investigate and heard a faint dripping sound. Within minutes, what started as a small leak turned into a steady stream of water pouring from the ceiling. Sarah immediately called the building maintenance team, but what happened next caught everyone off guard. As more employees arrived and the office filled up, the water damage spread rapidly across the ceiling. The weight of the accumulated water caused a section of the drop ceiling to collapse into the main workspace area. Fortunately, no one was sitting in that section at the time, but the incident created chaos. Water was everywhere, damaging computers, documents, and personal belongings. The fire alarm system, affected by the water, began blaring throughout the building. Employees had to evacuate immediately, leaving everything behind. What started as a simple plumbing issue on the floor above turned into a major workplace disruption that lasted 4 weeks. The company discovered that a pipe had been slowly corroding for months, undetected. The sudden burst that morning released hundreds of gallons of water into their office space. The immediate aftermath included the entire team had to work remotely while the office underwent repairs. Client meetings were canceled or moved to coffee shops and co-working spaces. Important physical documents and some electronic equipment were damaged beyond recovery. The company faced unexpected costs running into tens of thousands of dollars. But the most unexpected part wasn't the physical damage. It was what the incident revealed about the company's preparedness and communication systems. As the leadership team dealt with the crisis, they realized several critical gaps in their operations. There was no clear emergency communication plan. When employees evacuated, nobody knew where to gather or who to contact for updates. Some people went home, others waited in the lobby, and a few went to nearby cafes, all uncertain about what to do next. The company didn't have adequate cloud backup systems. While most files were saved digitally, several departments had been storing important documents on local servers that were damaged. Years of work, including client contracts and financial records, were at risk. Insurance coverage was insufficient. The business interruption insurance didn't fully cover the loss of productivity and the costs of temporary workspace solutions. The company had to absorb significant unexpected expenses. There was no disaster recovery plan. Leadership had never considered what would happen if the office became unusable. They had no protocol for continuing operations during an extended closure. Here's where Sarah became central to the story in a way no one anticipated. Because she had been in the office early and witnessed the leak from the beginning. She had taken photos and videos on her phone documenting the progression of the incident. She had also grabbed the visitor signing tablet and the office emergency contact list before evacuating. These seemingly small actions proved invaluable. Her documentation helped with the insurance claim and helped engineers understand how the damage occurred. The emergency contact list meant HR could reach every employee within hours to inform them about the situation and next steps. Sarah's quick thinking during a crisis impressed company leadership, but she hadn't done anything heroic. She simply stayed calm and thought practically about what might be needed later. This impressed her colleagues and supervisors more than any marketing campaign she'd ever created. The incident became a turning point for Digital Innovations, Inc. The leadership team used this unexpected crises as an opportunity to completely overhaul their approach to workplace preparedness and safety. They implemented several changes over the following months. A comprehensive emergency response plan was created with clear protocols for various scenarios, including fires, medical emergencies, severe weather, and building damage. Every employee received training on emergency procedures, including evacuation routes, assembly points, and communication chains. The company invested in cloud-based systems and regular data backups. They ensured that all critical information could be accessed remotely and that no single point of failure could cripple operations. They reviewed and updated insurance coverage to include proper business interruption protection and equipment replacement provisions. Regular safety inspections became mandatory. The company worked with building management to ensure that potential issues like aging pipes, electrical systems, and structural elements were monitored and maintained proactively. Sarah's story teaches us several important lessons about workplace preparedness. First, emergencies don't announce themselves. The most disruptive incidents often start with small, barely noticeable signs. Being observant and reporting concerns early can prevent larger problems. Second, preparation matters more than we think. Companies and employees who take time to plan for unlikely scenarios are far better equipped to handle them when they occur. This includes knowing evacuation procedures, understanding where important information is stored, and having communication plans in place. Third, every employee plays a role in workplace safety. You don't need to be in management or facilities to contribute to a safer work environment. Simple actions like reporting hazards, staying informed about safety procedures, and remaining calm during incidents make a real difference. Fourth, documentation is valuable. In Sarah's case, her photos and quick thinking to grab essential items helped the company tremendously. In any unusual workplace situation, appropriate documentation can be crucial for insurance, investigations, and learning. This story reminds us that workplace safety isn't just about preventing accidents. It's about being prepared for the unexpected, whether that's equipment failure, natural disasters, health emergencies, or building problems. It's about creating systems and cultures where people know what to do when things go wrong. Sarah never expected that. Arriving early one Tuesday morning would lead to her playing such a crucial role in transforming her company's safety culture. But that's often how these things work. The most important moments at work aren't always the ones we planned for. Today, Digital Innovations, Inc. is stronger and more resilient because of that unexpected Tuesday morning. Sarah received recognition for her composed response during the crisis, but more importantly, every employee now works with greater confidence, knowing their company is prepared for the unexpected. The next time you're at work, take a moment to know where the exits are. Understand your company's emergency procedures. Think about what you'd do if something unexpected happened. Because, as Sarah's story shows, it's not a matter of if something unexpected will happen at work, it's a matter of when and whether you'll be ready.